Welcome! In this video, you'll learn how to use the interface of Bitter Analytics platform to filter data in and out. By following this how-to guide, you will be able to compare groups of data, zoom into details of a visualization, filter out excessive, unwanted, or irrelevant data, drill down for investigating the reasons of anything that may have caught your eye, use a visualization to filter data we want to see on another one. The easiest way to filter data is just to click on a part of the visualization. For instance, if we click on an organization in the donut breakdown, a filter appears on the filter list just below the search box, and the rest of the visualizations change accordingly as the data is filtered. By applying a filter, you are zooming the visualizations into a subset of our data, the one related to our organization. Some visualizations show values. Some of them are filterable, some are not. You can filter those filterable ones by directly clicking on the values displayed. If the pie chart shows the legend of the values for each slice, clicking on a value, you will get a pop-up offering you the plus and minus signs. Use those signs to filter in and out the slice that is interesting for you. Clicking on the values of tables, you also get a pop-up with the plus and minus signs inside a magnifying glass icon. This works the same as described earlier. Be aware of the list of filters applied across the dashboard you are working with. These are actionable boxes you find right above the visualization area. And remember also to keep in mind the time picker, as it is yet another special filter. It is so special it needs a separate widget that packs so many features that it has its own video. Usually, the reason why you get an empty dashboard is a too restrictive combination of filters. You can also use the search box to filter data like this. But remember to provide the field name along with the value, or it will filter data elements containing the search in any field. Only if you are tech-savvy, refer to documentation for directions on supported search syntax. Clicking on a filter box, you'll find several options available, including editing. There's a difference between the option of removing a filter and disabling it. You can temporarily disable the filter without losing it, so that you can reapply it when needed. Or on the other hand, once you remove a filter, it is deleted and cannot be reapplied again. You can invert the filter. Each filter separates the items that fulfill a condition from those that do not. You can include the ones that do in the visualization and hide those that don't. However, the platform gives you also the opportunity to do the opposite, meaning hide the results that fulfill the required condition and show those that don't. You can combine different filters using these options to drill down into the information you are looking for. Your filtering tweaks are only active as long as you remain on the same dashboard. If you switch to a different dashboard, you lose them. You can later reproduce your filtered dashboard with all the details you have drilled down by saving the URL. There are several ways to do this, and it is explained on another video. If you want to switch to a different dashboard, but keep the filter you applied in the previous one so that it affects the visualizations there, there's a possibility to pin filters. It's one of the options available when you click on the filter pop-up. You'll need to pin or unpin each filter separately. If you pin a filter or filters, they will remain active while you navigate to other dashboards, and they will affect the visualizations there. But remember, regardless of being in the same or different dashboard, each filter only affects the visualizations compatible with it. Logical relation is not enough, the data needs to be linked. For example, if you filter some GitHub issues, the related commits won't be filtered accordingly per se. Only if the field affected by the filter exists in both items, pull requests and commits, the filter will apply. That's exactly why part of the enrichment process adds common fields to the items. If you filter by project, most, if not all, of the visualizations will be affected because it is a common field across data sources. But if you filter by merger name, that's a pull request field that doesn't exist in commits. The Add Filter link next to the filter list opens a pop-up window on which you can define a condition for filtering data items. If you are new to the user interface, before creating a new filter, see if you can edit an existing one, or use it as an inspiration. The editing form is the same as the one you'll use to create a new one. The creation of a filter starts with selecting the kind of items you want to filter. For example, issues. The data source also plays a role here. Issues can be GitHub issues, Jira issues, etc. Each data source has its own properties, so they are not compatible up front. Yes, you could create a generalized issue concept and feed it with data from different similar sources, but that's a complex operation beyond this video. The typical case is that you visualize data from one of them. The kind of data is technically called an index pattern. So the first step for a new filter is to select it. Then the fields of that specific kind of data will automatically load on the next pull-down list. So you can select which filter you want to apply a condition to. Then you can select the kind of comparison. You can do different operations on numbers than you can do on text. So the list of available comparators depends on the kind of data. After selecting the comparison, you need to set the filter criteria. And finally, you can set a short but meaningful name for your filter by using the label field. Now continue to the next lesson and learn specifics on how to use the platform. Thanks for watching.